KUGAN CASSIUS IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're at the press conference for Summertime Brawl here. I'm joined by CONOR BENN. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, man. You?
All good?
Yeah, all good.
All good. Been catching obviously a little bit of your training up at the Matchroom Gym, but it's all steam ahead now for Saturday night.
Yeah, man. All the hard work's done. You know, the 8 months learning, it's all done now. It's all come to an end. You know, all it's about now is performing under them lights.
And like I said, you've been out of the ring for a little while, but come Saturday night, that isn't going to make much of a difference in your opinion?
Nothing's changed. If anything, you know, it's reeled me back in, take my time, you know, learn my ring craft, and I didn't know how beautifully I could box up until this time off was forced upon me.
And obviously, I know we spoke about this with your dad before at the last press conference, but having him here, it must have been some kind of boost for you to.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
You know, having my dad here, you know, Fier's my dad. He's a living legend. And, you know, may clash as father and son, but at the end of the day, he's still a living legend who's achieved something in boxing that, you know, no one's really achieved. You know, to still be like in the limelight, still recognised 20 years later. You know, is powerful.
Absolutely. And like I said, the O2 this week, it's stacked full of the up and coming, like the next generation, if you like, of, and you're all part of that as well, Conor.
Yeah, it's good to be part of it. You know, it's boxing's booming in a minute in the UK, and you know, I've got so many supporters. You know, even the life I live, you know, it's a good life, and you know, to have Britain behind me, literally Britain behind me. When I turned over, I had 8,000 followers. Now I'm on almost 100. You know, and I ain't even achieved anything yet. You know, but I know Britain's backing me, and you know, it's such a blessing to have their support, because you know what, they're ride or die fans.
Absolutely. I've just noticed this. What is going on here?
Yeah, I know. I saw you looking.
Sorry.
It's just a whole.
Is that your chain?
It's a jumper.
All right.
It's part of the jumper.
Okay. All right. All right. Listen, setting trends.
That's it. Got to mind the people.
Conor, obviously, you know, sort of two guys like one. The news is sort of coming out this week about your dad and Steve Collins, and you know, what are your thoughts on this?
Do you know what? I love my dad, and at the end of the day, when there's emotion involved, it's a completely different way of looking at it compared to the public. You know, I think my dad should just leave it and just live a nice, comfortable life in Sydney. You know, as he's been doing for the past 20 odd years. You know, and because it's just a brutal sport. It's a spiteful sport. You know, my dad could not fight the way he used to fight, and then there's criticism. You know, you're open for slaughter from the press. You know, then you've got your health on the other line. You know, what's the money gonna do? What's because you want to fight gonna do when you got, you know, your kids in Sydney? He may be in better nick than he's ever been in before. You know, because he's not doing this, he's not doing that, he's not chasing women. You know, so he's lived a clean life for 20 odd years. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's not, you know, not fair. But
he says he wants closure, Conor.
Well, that's it. So there is no me. I can't say anything to him, because you know what he pulls at. You're wet behind the ears, son. You know. Wait till you've been in the Guinness Book of Records. Wait till you've been 2-time world champion, inducted into the Hall of Fame, voted the best WBC middleweight. You know, on 20 fags a day. You know, and that's his line all the time, and I can't argue with that. All right, Dad. You know, because he's an arrogant fighter, and he's a fighter at heart, so there's no two ways about it. It is what it is, and if it happens, it happens. You know, my voice ain't gonna change anything. It's like you see it, and that's that, done. Your mind's set on it, it's done. And you know that's that. All I can do is, you know, send my prayers up for my dad, and you know, just pray.
All right, Conor. Listen, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you after your fight on Saturday night. So
pleasure.
Yeah.
Talk to you then.
Talk to you then, mate. All right. Top man.